Hey, good morning, all. We're shoving a little bit of that white stuff today. Boy, I'm glad we got that wood in Sunday. That stuff's burning real good. The RLP tank got down to about 25%. It'll probably be, I don't know, it'll probably be a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before truck can get in here. Time the ice all gets thawed off, and I'll mix that with my coal. I think we got about, I don't know, 7.5, 8 inches, something like that. Maybe 8. You got the old Jeep chained up. Yeah, it's something I got from my grandpa. My grandpa had tire chains for, I think, about every wheeled tractor and truck, car. He had tire chains on his old 74 Impala. But back in the day, that's kind of what you had to have to get the job done. They still do good today. Yeah, I caught a pretty good movie last night. I've seen it a bunch of times. It's Where Eagles Dare, Clint Eastwood in it. And they had a lot of actors in it. And World War II flick. And what was funny, we was watching that snow all come down outside. Well, throughout that entire movie, it's nothing but snow. I think they was in, I don't know, Bavaria somewhere. I'd have to research it and look into it. But yeah, you'd see them. I think it's filmed in '68. But you'd see, I think they even had a German motorcycle with tire chains on it and all the trucks and stuff. That is just a good film. If anybody never saw it, or man, because I think they were there in the wintertime, real deal. They just don't make movies like that no more. Yeah, we're shoving with the 170 Allis Chalmers he chained up to the box blade this morning. Yeah, Grandpa bought that new in '73. Let's see, it's 226 gasoline Allis Chalmers engine. Basically just a new version of a WD-45. That's what I always called it. Kind of surprise you what they'll do. I don't think we've even bladed snow here last year or two. I know I didn't last year. I think we might have got 4 inches of snow, period. I guess this was a pretty major storm across the country. I mean, this is kind of a surprise for us just because we haven't had snow in a while, but it ain't nothing like 1978 was. Man, oh man. 78, that was something. It was cold. And I mean snowing like crazy. Drifts. Crazy. I mean, the only way you could open the road up out here is if you had a dozer. And Grandpa would have had that. And then he had a 4000 Ford with chains on it, and they just kind of worked. They'd kind of work in shifts in the evenings, and finally, they could get them a little spot opened up to make it. So I guess we could still do it today if we had to. Yeah, that was. And we'll probably see that again. I mean, there was like drifts coming up to the eave troughs in the house. I ain't exaggerating. That was nuts. I kind of like that old box blade. It's in shallower snow, I like just a standard grater blade. But when you get into deeper stuff, I kind of like the box blade the best, because in deeper snow, like a rear mount grater blade where you cast it off, where you can angle it, it don't seem like it's you're just getting beyond its capabilities, especially if it's a rear mount. Now if you had one on the front, that's what we really need. Put one on the front, angle blade or V blade, that works really good. Yeah, you can push backwards, especially if you get a downhill advantage. You can push a bunch, and then you can, like I was reaching up beside the house, I can drop it and pull away from the house if need be. Yeah, kind of, I guess it's about 9 degrees. Kind of sucks not having a cab, but there's no wind today. The sun is out, thank God. But the best part here, I got one of these, I forget what they call these coats. It's some type of Australian rig, and it's mostly hung up. I hardly ever wear it, but on days like today, I just layer up with a bunch of sweatshirts underneath, and you throw this oilskin coat on. Man, it keeps the cold and the wind out. I'll see if I can find them. So they're kind of expensive, but man, they're nice, and they kind of shed water. That's the worst thing, getting wet in cold weather. Well, I'm gonna get back to blading. We'll catch you guys later.